Do you want the lights on?
3 minutes.
You want them on? You want them on? The lights are off. Which combination?
Off.
Ooh, okay. Zo's in a different mood today. Slow jam James. Slow jam. Oh, here's Chet. He's not late. Oh, hi.
Oh. So, can you turn the mics off now? So, okay. Okay. You got to get this eye rig popping. You try to do your giraffe balls without it. Yes. You have a board, right? That's it.
There he is.
Timmy tight.
I like the show. Not running. Not running. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Not running stuff. Yes, sir. I'm trying to figure it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ZOWHAT Morning Show is live.
I agree.
The crazy foolishness that is this show is about to take off. You already know what we do. I want to welcome you to the ZOWHAT Morning Show. First, understand that you're never going to get unique perspectives.
Truth with a monkey knuckle in it.
You in the dig? Now, I don't quite know what a monkey knuckle is. You in the dig? I don't know. I have yet to figure out a monkey knuckle. But what I know is I have a crew of brothers in here that, I mean, we come at you. We have a unique perspective, and we come, what is it? Straight.
For real, though.
I like straight. We got a very unique perspective. This is your first time tuning in to the ZOWHAT Morning Show. Please understand a little bit about what we do. Current events meets monkey knuckle with grizzle.
Current events meets monkey knuckle.
Monkey knuckles, hot lava, grizzle. Gristle.
The gristle.
Hey man, where's my little bottles?
A little taste.
I just hate it when niggas get
Nigga, if you don't put my Canadian Miss down,
What's this joint right
if
here?
you don't put my Canadian Miss down, you remember how your uncle and them used to have
turn off their mic.
the little Christmas booze?
Turn off their, because I need to do this. They can have their conversation, but I need to do this community empowerment shit. Let me just say this real quick. First time tuning in, ZOWHAT Morning Show, Monkey Knuckles, Gristle, and current events. Jeff Brown, intellectual irritant. Kevin Berenger, you better learn the law or you're gonna just be miserable. Timmy Tight Top, every now and then interjects. Shirt gets tighter every 34 seconds.
Between push-ups.
He's doing push-ups and we can't even see it. He's the Flash push-ups.
Push-ups are mine, nigga.
You in the dig?
Out right now.
We up in here turned up. Now, what is commonplace for this show is we like to promote businesses before we get into current events. One of the businesses just walked into the fucking building. Timmy Tight Top of the Highland Tight Tops. 10,000 push-ups. Strong arm juice.
You got some background lyrics going on?
Strong arm juice now.
Strong arm juice.
So I want to thank all the listeners, like our Facebook, and tell your friends, because I want to build this product viral through you guys. Because you
Works.
word of mouth, tell all your friends, spread the word. ZOWHAT code, you get 20% off if you apply the code to all your friends, even if they don't listen to the show. Have them provide the code, and they can get 20% off. So just tell all your friends. We got some healthy juices there all the time for you, trying to make each and every one of you guys healthy every day.
Let me ask you this question: what's your favorite juice? Because you got a lot of weird names. Baby, I'm a star,
Right.
Big City of Dreams is my favorite juice. Garlic, onion, lemon, carrot, beets, celery, parsley, kale.
So you want niggas
Lemon and onion.
right.
You'll get, if you have that every day, you'll never
get
be sick.
Yes.
Never.
Garlic, lemon, and onion.
I mean, just leave it to Jeff to just Be Fearless is one of my favorites. Apple, pear, lemon, ginger, and cayenne.
You can never go wrong with that juice. It's like a lemonade with a cayenne kick.
Can I
in
be
it,
honest with you?
What's up?
In the years that you've been hooking us up with weed juice,
Hooking us up. Wait, hold on, nigga.
well, blessing us. How about a co-op? This is,
No,
what is this,
nigga,
Is this
we're-
mayonnaise and mustard? This
Let me
is
just-
good shit. It's good
hold
for
on.
you.
We are blessing him.
Okay.
With the
All right.
platform.
Oh,
What the
God.
fuck?
Okay. In the years that we have been blessing you,
Free juice.
99.96 flavor. I know health, but flavor success with the weed. I mean, they're like Jolly Ranchers in liquid form.
They do taste
with the
good.
exception of that one with the coconut in it that look like a toenail.
Listen,
look like
man,
your uncle's toenail.
Coconut water tastes good.
It's coconut water.
Wait,
It's
hold on.
coconut water.
So hold
I
on.
don't like that one.
So hold on. In the compliment, he shits on the product.
I said, except that one.
He's just. This is
Put it on our product.
it's crazy. Like
No, I love weed juice, just the one with the toenail in it. But the rest
it's
of these,
not a toenail. It's
the rest
coconut.
of these is the shit.
Coconut.
Oh God,
Listen,
man.
man.
You cannot go wrong with weed juice. I have not. I don't have no reason to blow smoke up your ass other than that.
Baby, I'm a star. Is fire.
Really?
White grape, strawberry,
That's a
blueberry.
beach. That's a beach.
The seasonal juice right now that's going too, the peach with strawberry, carrot, and apple.
That's good.
What?
It's called Peach Sunrise. That
Where the
shit
hell
is
is
the
that?
it's the best
Where that
juice
one at?
that I make.
Where that one
Besides those right there.
What
I
that
didn't
one?
bring
You
it
got this
today.
one?
You with the
didn't.
bullshit.
First off, he didn't bring
Don't
it.
announce something you ain't brought.
All right, let me move on real quick.
Ooh, let me talk about that shit you can't.
This is the first time I've ever gotten into fiction.
Oh,
And I don't really read
yeah,
fiction.
me neither.
I don't fuck with fiction. But because my latest book, The Holographic Relationship, it's not fiction, but it's based on a story. We had to create a story around the science.
Right.
So
In order to feed it to next.
I started getting into fiction because of my latest book that I'm developing. If you want to get a copy of The Holographic Relationship, go pre-order your copy right now. We want to move 400 pre-orders. That ain't hard to do. Just go to my website, IamZoWilliams.com, and pre-order right now. We want to move 400 pre-orders this week. But I've got turned on to another book written by this woman. I'm not even going to give up all the jewels. I'm just telling you right now.
What's
Go
her-
to
what's her
Amazon.
name?
I'm finna tell you. Go to Amazon.com and get this book, Fire or From Hell to Fire, Book 1, Sex and Politics, by
And it's
Allison Brooks. From Hell to Fire. I don't know why I want to say fire first. From Hell to Fire, Book 1, Sex and Politics, by Allison Brooks. Right? This is a story about a girl's journey through the rough and challenging streets of Compton.
All right.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Uh-oh.
Yo, the city of Compton has more than its share of problems and adversities, with gang and drug activities leading the way. However, It is also a powerhouse of young and rising talent. This is real. This is true.
The book is fiction, but is it like?
But I'm saying, if you know anything about Compton,
Right. You okay?
talent is coming out of that motherfucker. Like, okay, great book, man, and it's reading really well for me early on. I'm just gonna tell you right now, go get it.
All right.
Go get it. Go get it.
All right, nigga. I don't fuck with fiction, but
From hell. First off, the title, From Hell to Fire. Now, hell is already fire.
right. It's hot as fuck.
We jumping out of hell into more fire? Okay, cool. From Hell to Fire, Book 1, Sex and Politics, Compton Fire Department.
The author, is she black or melanated?
Yes, she's black.
Melanated.
You already said black, so we got you, nigga.
But no,
we got you on tape.
I know what I'm saying, nigga.
Cool, we're good.
I know what I'm saying.
From Hell to Fire, Book 1, Sex and Politics, Compton Fire Department, Allison Brooks. I don't want to give up too much.
Fire.
I'm going to be promoting this book for several shows because I like it. I'm reading it, and it's holding my attention. Now, you know me. I'm Gemini.
Yeah, your attention be all over the place.
You're like, what? The end of the day. From Hell to Fire, Compton. Listen. Compton Fire Department, Book 1, Sex and Politics.
Compton Fire Department.
Allison Brooks. Go to Amazon.com right now. Get your copy of this book right the fuck now. Also, Weed Juice. We already promoted them. Total Package. I've had 2 of these this morning. Total Package Energy. We want to move 300 cases.
How many of those you drink a day?
Exactly.
Don't worry about my life.
How many of those you drink a day, nigga?
Don't worry
I'm worried, nigga.
about my life.
I'm worried, nigga.
How many
of those?
How many have you had?
Today? Not none today yet.
Okay, so don't worry about me.
I'm worried about you,
And
nigga.
don't worry about me.
You done had 2 before 11?
2 for 11.
Before 10, because I got here like 10:30. I used to see you drinking shit, so you had them before 10.
I've been here since 8. Working. Don't ever question how I get in. You end of the day. Well, now you say I got a problem.
2 already.
Is what you saying? I got a
I
problem?
ain't saying nothing, nigga.
Are you saying I'm
just
addicted?
saying, did you drink 2 today already?
All I know is Total Package Energy. No crash, no jitters, no sugars, right? This is the bomb. Amino acids, B vitamins. This is the bomb. This Total Package land, nigga. They gonna kill your uppity ass, nigga.
Hilarious, nigga.
Oh, Django.
Nigga, you was a pusher.
Oh, Lord, I can't wait till you get this Total Package
I'm
Energy,
your
nigga.
pusher.
Nah, I'm telling you, it has a practical use.
Shit. You a funny.
Seriously.
No, it does, nigga, but you funny still.
Listen, most people drink energy drinks on some bullshit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just on some bullshit, on a whim, sugar.
Yep.
They drinking it like it's sodas. This is not that.
Yeah, monsters and all the rest of that.
Monsters and all that. This is not that.
Monster is just the name of that chemo that's coming your way.
I would say this is more like Ensure for young people.
Ensure.
Wow.
You know those multivitamin drinks for the old people? You know you can't chew that grandmama drink.
Well,
Put a straw in this
Those are protein
Ensure.
I
shakes.
gotta play shuffleboard.
Those are protein shakes.
And hope I make it with a widow.
Yeah, this is something else. Total Package Energy. Get it.
See, you done 2. You done 3 already.
Get it. Also, don't forget the relationship dismount, how to stick the landing when exiting a toxic relationship. It's available on Kindle. It's available on Amazon paperback. You can get it paperback. I want the paperbacks to blow up. Push the paperback, everybody. Paperback. God damn you, Jeff. Why are you here in my space?
Trying to make my shit. You got a computer. I got a computer at home. Shit, I want my computer to work.
Jeff, there's only one Captain Kirk, Spock.
Yeah. I'm not.
You
trying-
wouldn't even be Spock. Who would Jeff be?
Scotty.
If this was Scotty.
Scotty.
Damn it!
Down there drinking and fucking the green bitches right when they beam in. Right
I'm
when they
giving
beam
it
in,
all
'cause I'm
I've
in there
got.
in
That
the
was
room.
Captain Kirk with the green.
No, yeah, but they had to be beamed up. When they got beamed up, Scotty got some first. And then
When they got beamed.
Okay. The relationship dismount is available
got beamed up.
everywhere. All right? Everywhere. Kindle, Amazon, paperback. I need the paperback to move. Go ahead and get us 30 copies of this soul today. It's
Would
easy.
you?
Would you? And then also, Love Matters Revealed. My great CD with Dr. Alan Berger.
That is fly.
This shit is cold.
I
blood.
dare you to spark one with your girl and lay back and y'all both listening.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's very heavy.
I dare you.
Some heavy shit going on.
Get
in
your shit together.
there. Go to the website, IamZoeWilliams.com, and do that.
You trying to get your girlfriends out? You trying to get your girlfriends out y'all business? Y'all spark one, listen to that CD. See what happens.
Damn it, so I'm giving it all she's got.
I got the
And then, Kev, I know you got something to promote, and then we're going to jump right into these topics.
I told you guys the investment group with 16 brothers and sisters. We started Boss Baby Trump, which is just a website with a lot of baby Trump gear, because Trump is nothing but a thug baby. So this is the shirt.
Thug baby.
The shirt that we got today.
Thug Life, fool.
Thug Life Baby Trump shirt.
Man, they can't hear you.
That's fine.
Thug Life Baby Trump shirt. You can see me. That's all you need to
That's
see.
fine.
No, we're talking to the radio. We're live.
Oh, but no, I'm in the Evo.
No, but live.
And
So Thug Life Baby Trump T-shirt, and also we got Squatty Potty Trump, where he's squatting over a replica of the White House with Putin giving him a roll of Constitution toilet paper. So everybody go over there and support. That's bossbabytrump.com. Get your gear and blow this shit up. Also tomorrow I'm going and I'm doing 3 books, 3 of the melanin books. If you want your vibranium instructions, let me know today, because I'm getting 3 made up today and I'm mailing them tomorrow. So if you want yours to go out tomorrow, hit me up at the Real Nagas YouTube channel.
All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The ZOWHAT Morning Show got off to a raggedy start. But you know, I'll be listening to the show on the replays, and I'll be like, we are crazy.
Yeah,
We're literally insane.
You two niggas is crazy.
No, you crazy,
You two
Kev.
niggas is crazy.
Kev.
I'm not crazy.
See, I try to separate himself from that shit. Okay.
You two niggas is crazy.
Okay.
Kev, one of the craziest niggas I've ever met in my life.
True, but you two niggas is crazier than me.
Yeah, he is. You know what? He try to act like he's cool, but he is kind of.
Kev front.
You two
Kev
niggas
is
is crazy. Y'all
insane.
crazier than me though.
Come on.
All right, but what I did notice is
What'd you notice?
we are having such a good time. Right? We be talking over each other, chopping each other down. God don't like ugly niggas. You damn sure don't like none of you unattractive motherfuckers.
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You don't understand the profundity
say
with which
God
you
don't
just spoke. Yes, I'm gonna speak on that
Thank you.
profundity right now.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go.
You said God don't like ugly, comma, niggas. I like it better without the comma. God don't like ugly niggas. He don't. You look how hard, you know how hard your life is when you're ugly?
Oh, shit.
Your life is so hard when you're ugly that I think, parts of your life are easier when you're ugly. You have less temptation.
Right.
There are less people coming at you. I think for Christians, for attractive Christians, if you follow that shit, that you should grade on an aesthetic curve, because it's harder to be saved when you're attractive, because motherfuckers is coming at you with shit. Okay, your phone don't
Jeff.
ring on the weekend. Your ugly ass.
Jeff.
If you turn your ringer off at 2, ain't nobody gonna call you. Cause
Well, speaking of that
Ain't nobody gonna hit you
segues.
up at 2 in the morning.
no,
This is a
Not
great
till then.
segue. Now, Hollywood Unlocked is a show that happens here at Dash Radio in this very studio. They're like the urban. What's that? What's name one of the entertainment shows? Entertainment Tonight.
Right.
Okay,
Oh.
that'll do.
Morning
They're like
America.
That'll do.
They're like an urban Entertainment Tonight. I like their show, and they have like writers and shit.
What's the name of it?
Hollywood Unlocked.
Hollywood Unlocked.
Right here on Dash Radio. Some of their stories are quite interesting. This one written by Christian Franklin. Satanists set up Baphomet statue at Arkansas Capitol. Baphomet.
Great. More is beyond masonry.
This is a big ass statue at the Arkansas Capitol. Fuck it.
Okay.
Let's just put it out there. This is crazy. Satanists set up Baphomet statue at Arkansas Capitol.
Okay.
In a protest at the Arkansas State Capitol, a large satanic statue was unveiled, revealing the goat-headed deity Baphomet.
Right.
What? According to the New York Post, the Satanic Temple placed the bronze statue during a First Amendment protest. Here we go. The group is calling for the removal of a Ten Commandments monument prematurely mounted on the Capitol grounds or permanently mounted on the Capitol grounds. Well, I guess if you can have the Ten Commandments, we should be able to have Baphomet. I think that's the argument. The co-founder of Satanic Arkansas,
Satanic Arkansas.
Satanic
Arkansas. Sacrifice your children for a bag of groceries.
Wow.
Satanic Arkansas. Satanic Arkansas. The place where it's okay to fuck your mom, your sister, and your niece.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God, the co-founder of Satanic Arkansas, Ivy Forrester, believes if you're going to have one religious monument up, then it should be open to others. And if you don't agree with that, then let's not have any of them. Take them all down. You got to, if I can't have Baphomet, you can't have the Ten Commandments.
Right, right.
That's their argument.
If the separation truly is church and state.
If there's a separation there. The Satanic Temple claims the Ten Commandment monument violates their constitutional freedom of religious rights.
They're right.
In response, they want their 7.5 foot tall Baphomet statue showing the winged creature accompanied by two smiling children. There's two children in there like, oh, Baphomet, you're so cute. Oh, my God.
Baphomet, anal rape, you're such a kidder.
Oh, God, Baphomet, you're the scapegoat for real.
Oh, hit my sister in the head with a baseball bat covered in barbed wire. Oh, Baphomet.
Oh, Azazel.
Oh, Azazel.
What the fuck?
Time is on my side. Yes, it is.
However, the statue...
If you don't catch the references, you ain't that cool.
However, the statue can't be installed due to a 2017 state law that requires legislative sponsorship for consideration of any monument. Ironically, the Ten Commandments monument at the Arkansas Capitol was sponsored by Republican Senator Jason Rappert and installed quietly in 2017. Reportedly, less than 24 hours later, after its installation, a man drove his car into the monument, smashing it to pieces.
I shall smash it to pieces.
Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this, all right? Do you agree or disagree that Baphomet should go up? I'm going to start with Jeff.
Well,
let me ask you a question. Who's worse, Jesus or Baphomet?
Wow, dude. Dude, come on, man. I am not, you know what? You gonna talk to me. We gonna give Zoe to smoke some weed. Zoe would be a
I'm not smoking no weed, nigga.
Anyway.
Fuck is wrong with you?
Anyway. Let me deal with the shallow first before I get over into that. I think it's awful hypocritical to have an issue with Baphomet in front of your building when all of y'all in there doing Baphomet's business.
Wow.
That's the hypocrisy. You acting like the shit you ain't doing ain't evil. You acting like y'all in there doing holy shit. You ain't done the. What part of the 10 Commandments is followed by the shit you have put down as legislature in a state over the past 150 years? Would you like to point out your sundown laws? What part of the 10 Commandments is that? That sounds a little Baphomet to me.
What about all the murder you've done in the name of Christ?
How about that? Why don't you ask anybody who's can draw lines back to being the direct descendants of a member of Pharaoh's army?
Wow.
How about the direct descendant of Goliath? Why don't you just call Shaq and see how he feels about that?
Okay, Jeff. All right, let's hear what Kev has to say here.
That crazy shit.
Because Jeff would keep going.
How the hell?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, they can keep the Baphomet up there because the true symbolism of Baphomet is actually Muhammad. So,
break that down. You can't just throw that shit out
They
there.
say it's phonetic. The phonetic.
Right.
The code or the cipher of the word Baphomet.
because that
you
was
steal
Muhammad's
my book?
name. That's how they used to say Muhammad's name in the ancient times. So it was Baphomet. So those two are actually the same, but the reason it became an evil figure was because of the Knights Templars. So when the Knights Templars, when Saladin came in and he took back Jerusalem, the Knights Templars were in charge of Jerusalem, and so basically he made them convert to Islam. See, a lot of people don't understand. Like there was a bank in Jerusalem, so all the money was in Jerusalem at that time.
Okay.
And so the Knights Templars were in control of it for about 80 years. Then Saladin came back in. He took over Jerusalem.
Shit.
He took over
Wait,
Jerusalem.
Kev, one other point. I think you should go deeper. Tell them who Suleiman, who that was.
The lawgiver, Solomon?
Yeah, Suleiman.
Well, yeah.
Suleiman the Magnificent.
Right. But is after, though. Suleiman came after. Muhammad, though.
I know you're talking about Solomon,
Right.
the temple.
No, I'm talking Suleiman. I know you talking. Yeah.
Suleiman.
Yeah, Suleiman.
Right.
He came after, but I'm talking Saladin was first, though.
Yeah.
Timmy
So-
Tytop got a brother named Suleiman.
So, but
He does.
So when Saladin.
And Saladin.
And you guys need to look up Saladin. Saladin is one of the greatest Moors in history. But when he came back in and he took over Jerusalem, he wanted to take back over the bank. But since the Knights Templars have been running it for 80 years, he didn't want to upset the apple cart. He's like, y'all been banging for 80 years with this shit. So you guys, the only thing that you have to do is convert to Islam. So they converted to Islam on the low. So this is the secret that the Knights Templars hold. On the surface, they were worshiping Christ, supposedly. And on the low, they were worshiping Islam. And then the King of France had found out that, he didn't find, what happened is they loaned him money. They loaned the King of France money, and he had to pay him back. And when he had to pay him
They
back,
being the Knights Templars.
Yeah, the Knights Templars loaned the King of France because they were considered. And if you look at the history, Knights Templars are considered the creators of the first bank in history. But it wasn't. They just took over the bank that the Moors had in Jerusalem already.
So they
then
they
wound
gangstered
up-
the first bank in history.
Yeah, and then wound up loaning to most
Everybody. Yeah,
most of the aristocracy in Europe.
Right. They were seriously just had giving out money. But then when France didn't want to pay
not
him
giving
back,
it, loaning
well,
it.
loaning, yeah. But, exactly.
What
Loaning
book
out the
is
money.
this in? I want to read this. What book is this in?
There's so many books.
Yeah, so many books.
You should
Okay,
get
then name one.
You should get Suleiman the Magnificent.
Okay, there we now.
That's a great book.
And I'll send you some more books. But so just to wrap it up. So just to wrap it up. So when
the
King of
has
France,
been going a long time.
because y'all been cutting me off, nigga. So when the
Well,
King of
speed it up,
France,
nigga.
well, just hell up, man, nigga.
Speed it up.
Shut your ass up, then.
I need you to speed
So
it.
when the King of France had to pay back the Knights Templars, instead of paying him back, he put out a rumor that they were worshiping the devil because he knew that they were worshiping this figure of Muhammad, who they had to create into this monster figure because they didn't want to be seen worshiping Islam. So he knew that, and he called them devil worshippers, and then that's where you get the wiping out of the Knights Templars, where Friday the 13th come from. On Friday the 13th, they wiped out all the Knights Templars.
Right. And
Yeah, I
I
knew
don't
that.
believe, and let me, for the record, I don't believe any of that shit.
But
Just the whole story. I
So
don't believe
what do you believe?
none of it.
Okay.
About
I
the Knights
didn't-
Templars
so-
worship,
I don't-
about the
okay.
Knights Templars worshiping Muhammad.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't-
I've been to the Knights Templars temple.
No, I'm just saying. I'm not saying your experience is, invalidated or whatever. I'm just saying I don't believe any of it.
Okay, I have a question. By saying that you don't believe any of it, that by default puts you over in a place where you believe something else. Even
No,
if
it
that
doesn't.
something else is
No,
nothing.
no,
Even
right.
if that something else is nothing.
No. See, this is what we call down the rabbit hole.
Okay.
With Jeff Brown.
No.
This is me right here.
Adidas is Puerto Rican. I don't believe that. You know what I believe? I believe that Adita is Persian because she told me that she was Persian.
Okay.
So by default, when I say I don't believe this is Kool-Aid, you know why? Because Timmy Tight Top has given me this shit over and over, and I've drank it, and I don't feel like I do when I drink that old bullshit Kool-Aid. You say I don't believe that. So then there must be a body of something, even if that body is nothing, that you do believe.
So if you believe nothing,
That's something.
hold on. Believing nothing is something?
Yes. It's called agnosticism.
That's called
Right?
No. Agnosticism is something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's an idea. That's an organized concept. Believing nothing, no thing, is not believing something. Sum total of something.
Right.
Okay, stop. So just stop while you're on some giraffe balls. So let me come
yeah,
back.
I'm like, okay.
So let me come back
Okay,
and
come
say
on.
why I don't
Yes.
accept any of this.
One of you niggas is ripe. Who's ripe? I'm smelling some.
It's you.
No, you never smell yourself.
Damn it.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
There's no smell of vision. Okay.
Shut up now.
So this is why I don't accept the whole statue and Baphomet and all of this.
Why?
Here's the thing. There's so many different stories, right? Kevin brought up one story. Another story could be the Azazel story of why they used the goat, goat of Mendez. And another one could be astrology, the Capricorn. There's a lot of people say the Capricorn represents the goat of Mendez. It's just so many different through lines.
Right.
Then some people say, well, no, the goat is actually Amun-Ra.
Never heard that one.
Yeah, a lot of people will say that too because Amun-Ra's symbol is the ram, right? But when we talk about the ram during that time in Egypt, that was a time of Aries, Amun-Ra. But then when Moses or Moshe or whoever, if you want to believe that, comes in, Moses blows, he ushers out the ram's horn and brings in the calf, which is fucking Taurus. So that's the astrology side of it, or the astro. It's so many fucking through lines.
But it is. But when you when you look at the symbolism, especially in the movies that they put out, so like the crescent symbolism, when you see crescents, especially back in that time, that was a symbolism of Islam. When you go to the Knights Templars temple in Virginia, go to the Knights Templar room,
Right.
They got all of the Islamic symbolism around the whole room. I
Right.
took pictures of all of that shit. So then look at the movie, what was it? Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Yep.
Okay. Again, Crusade against the Moors. That's the Christians against the
Right.
Moors.
Right.
So if you look in that movie, remember where they could find? They were supposed to be able to find these old knights. They didn't call them Templar knights because that would have been too over the top. But they was these old knights who were in guard of the secrets, right? And they found them where? In the Valley of the Crescent. And so when you look and you go look at the symbolism, that symbol was a crescent and a cross. So
Right.
that showed. See, this is the Knights Templars who are making these movies, like George Lucas and Steven Spielberg. They are Knights Templars. That's like
Get the
known
fuck
shit.
out of here.
They're not. Well, they're Knights Templar order. So that's known shit. So if you see them putting the symbolism, all of that shit adds up together. So dude, you just have to put the shit together. So
It's a lot.
You do the history, but then also put the symbolism together that they're showing you, and then you'll get the knowledge.
Yeah, it's a lot. The goat of Mendez is
Like
and then-
the crescents are on the go to Mindy's. Like he's sitting right there. The two crescents are right there.
right. It's fuck all that shit. That's how I look at it. Just fuck it.
Right.
Just
So
fuck it.
like even the whole Satanist thing. Okay. Wait a minute. This is the devil? They got a religion? Who started the devil's? Anton LaVey? Was it Anton LaVey who started the devil religion?
I think I know.
1966.
He started something.
The Church of Satan.
Church of Satan?
Something. Okay.
What is one of the rules of the Church of Satan?
That the band got to be fire.
Boy, you dumb as hell. I'm
How you
gonna
gonna
throw
go to the
your
church?
ass off this
They gonna
balcony.
go to Church of Satan. Satan was supposed to be the minister of music, and all y'all can come up with is y'all need to work.
But no, like
They
even
flipped
what you said
everything.
about the crescent, like is the crescent the symbol of Islam, or who gave them? Who picked the crescent? Did Muhammad pick the crescent? What? Because some people would say the crescent is Greece. They would say the crescent is Dinah, right? The goddess Dinah. And then this is where the Muslims say Deen Islam, because they're worshiping Dinah.
Or
It's just a lot of shit.
right, but again, though, that's why you have to do your research and your history, and then also understand the symbolism. They're showing you the actual history if you understand these movies that they're putting out. And
I
then
believe that.
And the esoteric, the secret societies behind all these people.
Are they
who
showing the
putting that shit out.
history, or are they promoting a narrative?
I don't think they're promoting narrative, because who are they promoting it to? Most people don't know that shit. They're talking to themselves behind the scenes when they talk about this knights are in the Valley of the Crescent. Who would know? Who would put that shit together? Unless you're doing that.
But this is what I'm saying. You get a bunch of people, population. We already know what that word means.
No, we don't. What does population mean?
Tell them.
Fickle crowd.
The fickle masses.
Okay.
The unlearned masses.
Right.
The
The
commoners.
vulgus.
The vulgus.
The Vulgate.
And again, we live in a reality where you get to rewrite your narrative. But if you never knew you had a pen,
Oh shit!
I'm just teaching you to read only.
Right.
I'm not going to allow you to write. You know those CDs,
Right.
ROMs, those CD-ROMs?
EEPROM, programmable read only memory.
Nigga, read only. And if I'm in control of what you reading,
Right.
nigga, you're subject to what I say the truth is.
I wrote history. Once the ink dry, that's what it is.
It's so many people out there with so many, like I said, with so many different narratives. Oh, the devil. Do you listen to the Mormons? Did you
Right.
see that fucking South Park episode of the Mormons?
Nah.
No, I love South Park.
Nah.
Dum da dum 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 dum. So they broke down the whole shit of the Mormons.
The gold tablet and the gold plate and all that.
Just a white man said, you know what? God came to me and told me.
Right.
to
Martin Luther?
Listen, to stick my. No, that's not Martin Luther.
No.
Who's
That's
Mormon
Joseph
dude?
Smith.
Joseph Smith, right.
Told me to stick my head in a hat. I put my face in a hat, and that's how I was able to read the golden tablets. I'm in front of somebody who was like, well, where are the tablets? Oh, well, God told me to put my head in this hat. You can't see the tablets. They're only for me.
Yeah, but we can agree that niggas is a curse, right?
Yeah, right.
So
So
let's
I'm
keep
going to
going.
put my head in this hat and tell you what the tablets is saying.
Right.
And then this nigga's writing down what Joseph Smith is saying. And here comes the Book of Mormon
Right.
from this dude putting his face in a hat. The shit that kills me is Mormons have a lot of brothers and sisters in their religion.
Right. Because niggas love ignoring the hard parts.
Now, it wasn't until what was the guy in the 70s? I think it was 73. It wasn't until the 70s that they said, okay, we got to stop saying niggas were cursed with monkey tails.
Right. They started that shit.
We got to stop. We got to stop saying that.
They started that.
Yeah. Why? Because Mormons were gaining political power. So who was it? Romney. Romney had to renounce shit. Well, I'm raising up the political ladder. I'm gonna have to renounce the monkey dance.
Right.
Now,
So,
I gotta
do
get
you know what I'm
I gotta
saying?
get
But
officially
because
away from that monkey tail shit. But
But
it is what I believe.
that's why you have to do the history, though, and see what was going on.
Did you steal
When
my
the
little
Moors-
violins?
No, he gave me one.
I had two little. Okay, you
gave
do
me
know it's video here.
No, he gave me one.
I'm gonna watch the video.
But no, so if you look at the history and that the Christians were trying to overtake Islam and the Moors at that time, that's the stuff they don't want you to. Man, then you did not. That's the stuff they were trying to hide at the time. So there are a lot of movies that show that. Like one of them is The Name of the Rose. And that's more about the Rosicrucians and how the Rosicrucians deal with, they use more science. And so in the Christian church, that's what they were hiding. They were trying to tell everybody else. They were trying to weed out everybody else from knowledge. But in the upper, like in this upper temple in the church, they had all these books on knowledge and science and all. So it was like more shit. So if you understand that type of history, that they were subversively trying to hide more science, and that's really what the Inquisition was about. They were trying to stomp out people at that time who were using Moorish knowledge.
Yeah, and you're basically saying that's what Joseph Smith and these Masons, because he was a Mason.
Yes.
And then the angel Moroni appeared.
Yes.
And told me.
Exactly.
Right.
So when
you understand the symbol, the esoteric masonry behind it, or all that shit, then you can see how those things add up and connect.
Okay. So where does the Earth, Wind, and Fire album covers come in at? The shit they own. Where does that?
You had some weed this morning?
I didn't, but I should, because I like that shit.
That's Cometin.
Okay, that's Cometin.
Yeah,
that's some other shit.
First off, all of this shit is Cometin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Even the Dogon.
Right.
I'm utterly confused.
Right.
You know why?
Why?
Because this is the part where you listen. Turn Jeff's mic off. He can't talk right now.
I've listened. I'm totally in the chat room. If you're confused, I'm confused because you're telling me that it's always a group of people who stole something, who recreated something, and right when I think
Adita.
that's the person, the shit gets.
They didn't necessarily steal it.
I mean
gave
it,
to
and
them.
I mean it. I mean, you turn his ignorant question asking ass, you turn his mic off. You hear me? Do you turn it off and you don't?
You just channeled an auntie right now.
I mean it, goddammit. So again, if you go back to the Dogon,
Right.
the Dogon use hieroglyphics.
Right.
Clearly, these are some Egyptians that left Egypt and set up the Dogon society. Right?
Yep.
All this shit
Yep.
come from Egypt.
And then Sumeria before that.
But this is why I'm saying, oh, Baphomet, ooh, the devil. Like, listen. Now you can turn this mic back on. This is what I'm saying. There's so many fucking levels to it, and there's a lot of history around it. Just go do the research yourself.
Right.
But see, they knew what was clear. I'm gonna make your life so fucking confounding and confusing and rat racist. You know, you're gonna be on that fucking hamster wheel. You're gonna be trying to work your ass off for your life to get bread and cheese.
Yep.
That you're not gonna have time to understand
any of this
the
shit.
deeper mysteries
None of
of
it.
the motherfucking universe. It's
None
just
of it.
all the symbols. You know how many motherfuckers that made videos? These niggas is scared of symbols.
Right.
And I understand.
Yes.
No, I get
Yes.
it. I get it. Oh, words, grammar.
Yes, I've seen them videos.
Word equals world
Yep.
and
Yeah.
your reality and spells and spelling, and I get all of it.
Right.
Okay.
Here's the thing. The key to renouncing all of that shit is to claim ownership of your own, listen to this, living authorship. I'm an author, me. You hear a kid
right.
You hear a kid say it today, nigga, I'm gonna do me.
Yep.
Right?
And I hate
spiritually
that
do
sound.
you.
Right.
You know how many people are afraid to spiritually do themselves because they don't know how to do them?
No.
They've only been taught to be a fucking practicer. You practice this shit.
And in a particular paradigm.
Yes, I made up a word, practicer.
Practice. Well, that's your right because your original language was taken from you, so you can make up a word whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah, I get it.
The concept of do me, which I hate that term because niggas, it's like turn up. If you dear
It's
people,
not for you though, Jeff. You're 60.
Exactly, that's my point. Dear people who are old enough to know that turn up is an ingredient in greens. You can't say turn up. Okay. All right. What I'm saying is you have been taught that the only way to commune with a higher power is through a motherfucker that charges you 10%. You have no you have no concept of the, you read about people in that book that is stolen and has versions. I don't know how the truth has a version, but you read about people who were in the Bible. You know, the people in the Bible didn't have a Bible. So you read about direct relationship, Moses, David, Daniel, these people who had direct relationships. You read about their stories, but
If
your
those
story got to
people
go through
exist.
some,
Right.
thank you.
Right.
Your
If they
story,
rise. Right.
even if they exist, the examples you are giving me are of people who don't have a middleman, which is you.
All right, and the technical word is practitioner.
Right.
I like practicer myself.
I like practitioner too, but the technical word is practitioner. You know, people are taught to mold themselves to an idea. The idea is dead until you believe in it.
Right. Conditioned
Yes.
and
Oh,
beaten over the head.
yes. Yes. On some here's some metaphysical shit. So do you remember your first bicycle?
Yes.
Okay.
I broke it in the first day.
Broke it the first day you got it. Broke it the first day you got it. What color was it? What color was
This
it?
shit was purple.
Purple. Now,
Told that motherfucker up.
yes. Do you remember what you had for breakfast the day after you tore up that bike?
As a matter of fact, yes.
What did you have?
Corn pops.
Corn pops. So what did you have 2 days after that for breakfast?
I don't know.
Exactly. So
Anything could have happened.
the bike, the purple bike, is real. Those corn pops are real. What you had for breakfast 2 days later is not any longer, because only what you energize from your past exists.
Right.
If you don't energize it, it doesn't fucking exist. Anybody with me that far?
I mean,
Well,
I could fuck with it as
Yes,
long
you
as
don't, it
I'm
doesn't
smoking
exist.
it.
I agree with that on half the level, because a lot of times the things that you learn in the past, they lie dormant, and then they can resurface when it's time for them to resurface.
Okay.
So it doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't exist. It just means that it's not time for it to exist.
It's not time for it to exist. Okay, I dig that.
I could
dig
smoke
that.
some of that.
Okay.
If I smoke,
I can talk. We can talk while I'm high. We cannot. We cannot talk while I'm high.
I'll fuck y'all. I'll fuck both of y'all high up.
Right. You'll make me waste my money.
Silly
You'll make me
motherfuckers.
waste my
Come down.
fucking money.
Come down from there, you
I
motherfuckers.
do 6-hour classes. I do 6-hour classes on weed, nigga. You tripping.
Wow. All right, let's just transition from that stupid little story. I just think people be trying to scare people. Oh, Baphomet.
Yeah.
Okay, niggas. I got a great story here.
Drop it.
I wonder if this is a great story. I don't know if it's great. Gosh, but it's something that needs to be dealt with.
Somebody told me to go to college. Like college is the place. Okay.
SZA, who's an artist, right?
SZA.
Beautiful sister.
Yeah, she's not hard to look at.
She got that little cartoon button nose,
Yeah.
them fat, juicy lips. Oh, just,
How you spell it now?
SZA.
she's gorgeous, man.
Like RZA's niece.
SZA.
It's like RZA's niece.
RZA's niece.
He said RZA's niece.
SZA proclaims women don't need men to survive.
Damn.
Atlanta Black Star.
Good Lord.
This is going to tie right into. Listen, this is going to tie right into the Baphomet story.
Yeah.
This is what the fuck we believe. You got to be careful what you accept as the truth.
That's right.
You got to be fucking careful. Like, for instance, if there's a gang of narratives going on, right?
Jesus.
Just follow me, Jeff. I need you here.
I'm here.
I know she's beautiful. Yes, she's edible. I got it. Now,
She's an edible.
she's edible. Right. She put her in an edible arrangement. Right, I get it. We eat that ass up. Okay, cool. Jeff, stay here. Stay here, Jeff.
Okay, I'm here.
Eat that ass up.
Now, here's the thing, man. I always say, be careful of what you accept as the truth or what you identify with.
Right.
Because if you identify with some shit, you automatically enroll in the army of that ideology.
Oh, put your boots on.
So if I'm a feminist, I gotta fight for feminism, and I have to defend feminism. And then you have to understand something about confirmation bias. I put myself in a predisposition of being a slight collector for feminism. Oh, that's just an example of the patriarchy. Or this is that. Oh, God, that's just men being men.
Toxic men.
Toxic masculine. You start seeing, you remember what the poet Rumi said. What we seek is also seeking us.
That's right.
Wow.
Robert Anton Wilson. Whatever the thinker thinks, the prover will prove.
That's right.
The Bible. As a man thinketh,
So is he.
So is he. So again, this goes back to the Baphomet shit. If I'm the author of what you believe to be good and evil,
Yeah.
you didn't write it. This is a read-only ROM. Your job is to believe the shit I programmed on this CD called your consciousness.
Right. I make the program. You just run it.
You follow the program.
You can't write.
Right.
First off, the cognitive dissonance coming off of this, I didn't even read this shit yet. SZA proclaims women don't need men to survive.
Okay.
Okay, the other side of the yin and yang don't need the other side of the yin and yang to be yin and yang. Fuck is you doing? Just imbalance the universe while you're at it.
Right there.
Okay, space don't need time.
Right.
Electricity doesn't need magnetism.
No.
Universe is okay.
Where you gonna get your sperm from?
What the fuck is
Where your
going
sperm
on?
coming from?
Like, do you,
Sperm bank.
and what's crazy is
You still need men for that.
well, the crazy is she's a celebrity, so I guess her opinion matters.
Yeah, exactly.
What the fuck?
Yes.
So here it is again. SZA proclaims women don't need men to survive. Grammy-nominated singer SZA shared her thoughts. I hope I'm saying her name right. Shared her thoughts recently on women empowerment. Okay. I done told motherfuckers. Soon as you stand behind that idea, you got to defend it.
Yep. You got to back it up.
You got radical feminists looking at other women, basically telling other women, fuck you cooking for him for?
Right.
Oh, so now you're going to be a stay-at-home mom? They banging on the family structure.
Right.
Nobody said the family structure was perfect. Okay, cool. There's flaws in everything, right?
Right.
But flaws are challenges. Flaws are like stair steps.
Thank you.
Where there's flaws, there are challenges. Where there are challenges, you're asked to rise above them. Okay, cool. That's just a natural thing about being
My car ain't perfect, but without it, my monkey ass is by the side of the road.
How about it? The artist born Solana Imani Rowe made a statement that women can do just fine without men. We don't need men to survive or be valid, functioning members of society.
That's two different statements.
Women are representing themselves in a new grown-up demographic that's basically quite threatening to what we've always known. Let me just say, sister, I love you. I love you, and I would raise you as my own. I would deliver unto you the knowledge that you lack.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is,
First we must purge your yoni.
right? The reality of it is, if you are not the author of empowerment,
Yes.
what is your definition of empowerment devoid of the country, society, and social climate at the time?
But first I must slide my yoni purger in you.
I just don't understand. Like, at a time where black men and women need each other more than ever,
Here you come.
what the fuck?
I think she
How old is she? Is she
She's young, gosh.
young. She's young.
There we go.
She ain't been.
That has to factor in.
She's never. I don't think she's never been baby calved. So she's.
Baby calf?
Yeah. That's you don't know baby calf. That's where a man put it on you so tough that when you stand up, your knees shake, so you walk like a baby calf. You never been baby calf. I hate to be so forward and personal, Adita, but this is a rhetorical question. Have you ever been baby calf? Just think about it. Don't even answer. It's not our business. I'm just saying. You have to watch.
Hold on.
Why'd you turn your face? Why'd you turn your face?
So don't even think about it. That's not our business. I'm just saying. Until you have been baby calved, I don't think you know what I'm saying.
And again, the joke is great. This shit is funny. Baby calf. I'm visualizing.
Come on,
I
Zo.
got it.
Come on, Zo.
But
You gonna tell me you ain't baby calf nobody? and now how was she after that?
I have baby calf many.
Many. I have baby calf many.
Baby giraffe. Baby wildebeest.
No, I can't baby wildebeest. That's out of my weight class. I can't.
I've done.
I can't fuck around up there.
I've done quite a bit of.
You can fuck around, get a lung collapse. Fuck around, baby.
I've done quite a bit of new birth leggings. But let me just say, and it's really
new birth leggings.
No, man. It's really not just. It's really not just about the sex on it too. It's about who we are as people.
Yeah.
Right? It's about who we are as a culture, as a group of people. I always say this, man. Black people refuse to be the group that they are. And I'm talking about black people in America.
Go deeper.
You refuse to be the group that you are. Meaning, we got Bloods and Crips. We got Republicans, Democrats.
Okay.
We got Boule and thugs. Yeah. We got all these divisions between us, but at the end of the day, this government looks at us as a group.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Every meaningful statistic, y'all a group.
You can sit or stand where you want to in the barrel.
But you in the barrel.
But you in the barrel.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, the government, because the census, I'm going to the bougie niggas' house and the niggas with bed bugs and roaches. We're counting everybody.
Oh, that's hilarious.
We're
All
counting
you niggas are the same.
everybody. You guys are a group. We're the ones that don't see ourselves as a group.
Nope.
And so I'm saying, okay, I get it. The gender love. Oh, the sisters and empowerment. Yes. But you got to know when you're ODing. I love Robert Anton Wilson when he says, please remember that belief system, the term belief system, can be reduced to 2 letters, BS. And your job is to know when your belief system is BSing you.
Yes.
Women don't. Cher said some dumb shit like that too.
Oh, she did?
Oh, yes. Again, is there some validity? Is there some truth in the feminist movement? To some degree, yes. If women are going to be taxed as workers, they should get paid. I get it. You know, I want to get paid. If I'm a CEO and I've risen to the level of CEO, I should get paid the same amount as a male CEO.
Right.
I get it.
Right.
If I'm on a TV show and I'm an actress, and it's a hit TV show, and I'm the wife to a husband, I should get paid the same amount the husband star gets.
Bullshit.
But I look at it like this, though.
I'm just saying, all of that is debatable.
Right.
I'm saying that you can bring that to the table. That's fine.
You can argue that.
My point is, the shit is turning into a clusterfuck of war. Gender war.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be...
And a war that don't have nothing to do with you, black woman.
But look how it's been, though. It's been imbalanced extremely in the patriarchy and in the man rule. With this whole Saturn worship and all of that shit, that was a male rule energy that has been put over the whole world. So in order to rebalance it, it has to go all the way to the other end. I mean, that's just how it's going to have to be. Dude, if you're at one, if I have a ship and the ship is sinking because everybody goes to one end of the ship and the ship starts to sink. How do I stop the ship from sinking? Everybody is on one end. They have to go back to the other end to bring the ship back. Now, and when the ship levels off, then everybody moves to the middle before it levels off. But if you're extreme on one end, you have to go to the extreme on the other end to rebalance the thing. You can't go to the middle and try to rebalance it.
I see what you're saying, but that's not true in all cases. That might be true in the case of a ship, but that's not true in all cases. Sometimes
it's not a ship; it's a pendulum.
The pendulum, exactly. The swing to the left.
If they swing to the right,
is equal to the swing to the right.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but that doesn't. But what I'm saying is, we're saying it's the far extreme. Maybe it's not the far extreme. Maybe it's close to it.
Male rulership hasn't been the far extreme.
But what I'm saying is, we're not probably all the way to as far as it could go. We don't know how far that swing is. What I'm saying is the swing back to the other side is going to be equal to the swing of that side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is masculinity in general is insane.
12 p.m.
Okay, what's going on? Is that your Predator watch?
I don't know. How did that do that?
But go ahead, say what you're saying.
Predator watch went off. But again, what I'm saying is masculinity. If you look at the shit men have done in the world,
been some ill shit.
It's been some fucking crazy shit.
Yes, and now here comes the pendulum.
And the pendulum has to swing back.
Swinging back to the female side, you would think, because this is the shit I just be hearing, you would think that there could be something learned from where the men took it. What I see in women is a mock masculine energy.
Right.
Exactly.
You're trying to handle this problem.
You're absolutely right.
You're trying to handle this problem from man energy.
Yes, I agree. Where you're talking about where they finally learn is when it starts to balance and it comes back to the middle is when women start to learn. My power is not through masculinity; it's through femininity.
It's through femininity,
which is equal to masculinity. If I understand what that energy is,
Shit.
It is.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is.
Feminine energy dwarfs masculine energy.
Can't do that.
Dwarfs it.
That's not the law. There's a balance in the universe. Dude.
Okay.
They're equal. They're equal. It's just that masculine energy has been pervading the world for literally thousands of years right now. So now the pendulum has to swing back, and their only example of that of strength usually has been over dominant male energy. So they feel that they have to go to that in order to bring the pendulum back.
So yes, this goes back to the point that I was making before about women. Women, the greatest American superhero.
Yeah, man.
Believe it or not,
so niggas.
They got the superpowers. They got the suit. They don't know. They lost the instructions on how to use this motherfucker.
Bumping into shit.
Or another example for people who aren't that old, right? Another example is women are like poor men who just got drafted into the NFL or NBA.
Yes.
They don't understand the power that comes with being a millionaire overnight.
Right.
So like Shaq, he tricked off $1 million
right
as soon as he got his deal.
Yep.
Right.
Bought himself a Benz, and daddy a Benz, and mama a Benz, and
homies cars,
that's $1 million right there. So again, they have to ease back into their power. Right now, they're using their power like men would use their power. And I always pose this question. Jeff, Kev, Timmy Tight Top. And Adita. You're listening to the ZOWHAT Morning Show. Current events. We're currently talking about young R&B tenderoni SZA. SZA proclaims that, women don't need men to survive. Mm-hmm. What about women with daddies? Okay, cool.
I'll handle her the last one.
Yeah. Okay, cool. But let me ask you guys this question. Yikes. If, starting with Timmy Tight Top, if women were as strong physically as men.
On some Wonder Woman shit?
Yes.
Amazon?
Oh, right.
Linda Carter.
Right.
Would women beat the shit out of men every day? Would women be abusive?
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh, yes, they would.
Women would be choking niggas up. Bring your bitch ass over. I'll fuck your ass up,
As
nigga.
a matter of fact,
Say one, they'd be pinky.
I'm
Say
gonna-
one more motherfucking word.
right. I'm gonna say that female energy. I'm gonna say that most masculine rage comes from losing control of masculine energy and going female.
That's what I was about to say.
Yes.
But I didn't even get to you.
Yes.
You just jumped in.
Is that what just happened?
Because I was talking, starting with Timmy Tight Top.
I'm
Because
sorry.
women become vindictive because they can't control shit. If they would control stuff, maybe they wouldn't be so vindictive at the end once they get in, you know. So maybe they wouldn't be as.
You scaring me with maybe.
Nigga, maybe is smart.
It's smart because you don't know.
Right. You don't know.
You know?
So what do we do? So we give it to you because maybe
But if-
you know that nigga, maybe he won't shoot me.
But if they were physically as strong as men, that mean they would have more testosterone, which makes you a little more aggressive. So in that aspect, they would be more aggressive. However, because they are women and they are and feminine means to nurture, I don't think they would go to the extreme that men go to.
Well, the stats don't agree with you.
we gonna see.
The stats from the CDC does not agree with you.
CDC.
The CDC, the Center of Disease Control, and the stats from the U.S. Justice Department.
They don't have stats of where women have been physically stronger
No,
than
but
men.
what they have stats, women are more violent than men in relationships. They just have different categories for the violence.
Yeah.
But they violent because they can't control
Right.
stuff.
So,
they
but
can
what I'm
control
saying
stuff,
is,
maybe they would change.
if you follow the stats that say women are more violent than men. See, the reason why they marginalize female violence is because female violence, they are the stereotype is women can't hurt men.
Right.
But the swing of the pendulum back to the other side, when men lose control, men break women. When men get violent, men kill women.
Yeah.
So when they look at the numbers,
Barehanded.
when they look at the numbers, the slapping, the spitting, the punching, pushing, kicking, throwing things,
Aggression.
all that shit is labeled as moderate violence. And the motherfuckers, the gender that does moderate violence the most is women. Now, it would stand to reason, if you're using logic, that if women were as strong or stronger than men, they would be socking niggas in the mouth.
But
Yeah.
again, that's a different context.
I thought I
though.
said no chicken in this burrito.
This nigga put pico de gallo in my shit.
You look so nice today. Today, motherfucker. What about yesterday? Think about some of the shit. Think about some of the what ifs, nigga. Think about them what if conversations.
nigga, you hilarious.
What if you having a what if conversation with a motherfucker you know can whoop your ass? And you know, yeah, that's how I used to feel bad about Layla Ali's ex-husband, who is my man. Yaya, shout out to Yaya. I was like, shit, nigga, I don't know how that's gonna go. If you get mad, y'all get mad, and y'all
She
get,
can knock you the fuck out.
Thank you. I at least know.
Think
I
how
know.
many times you would hear, say one more word. If women were as strong as men, think how many times. Say
baby,
one more word,
baby,
nigga.
Baby, I was thinking maybe we could watch the game. My friends is coming over. Well, there you go with that thinking shit again. I wouldn't do so much of it.
First off, motherfucker, you see I'm in here watching motherfucking the Hollywood housewives of fucked up bitches. You see I'm in here watching this shit.
What?
Next time you want to talk to me while I'm watching my show, nigga, text me first.
Okay, I'm gonna do the woman. Oh, okay, that's funny. You be the man. I'm gonna be the woman. You try to ask me something, and now that we strong.
Excuse me, baby, can I?
Charles, what week is it?
I don't know.
You don't know what week it is?
No.
You don't know that it's Hell Week, Charles? You don't see the chocolate sitting here? You don't see old channel? You don't see me in here on my fucking stomach, kicking my feet, watching Lifetime, Charles? You gonna come in here with questions today, Charles? Is we going to the emergency room again today, Charles? Try me, Charles, and I'll stomp your fucking ears together. Now get the fuck out of here. I love you.
I didn't mean to raise my voice.
I mean, but you know what happens. You know what happens, Charles. You gonna bring it on yourself, Charles.
Oh my God.
Okay? Now, get in there, make me something to eat. I'm being there to take that dick in a few minutes. And have it out. Have it out. Have it hard. Let it get soft, Charles. Let it get soft. Start thinking about bills while we fucking again, Charles. And see what happens. See what happens. See what else gonna go soft. Your eye socket, Charles. Your eye socket gonna go soft. When I'm riding you reverse cowgirl, if your shit goes soft, I'm gonna pull your fucking leg right off your body, Charles.
Oh my God.
That's what we're doing.
The ZOWHAT Morning Show. You're not going to get no news like this
You're gonna get it with the monkey knuckle in it. That's the monkey knuckle.
anywhere else. You can't get it nowhere else, man.
See, look at Donnie Keith talking about how she would be raping her man. Jesus Christ.
Donnie Keith would do that, too.
Donnie Keith rapes niggas now. I don't even know why she's playing. Donnie carries a taser. And you just wake up happy.
Oh, shit. You're listening to the ZOWHAT Morning Show. We're covering current events. I don't know if I want to go to this next current event or go right to the rant. Jeff Brown rants. That's just how he communicates.
That's the way I communicate.
If this is your first time hearing Jeff and you're hearing all these noises and sounds and voices and it's an intellectual rabble. It's a rabble. It's just everywhere, but
Right.
it's good.
It's all over the place.
There is a lot of information, valuable information, that comes from Jeff Brown.
Wow.
You're listening to the ZOWHAT Morning Show. This is what we do, current events. We got Jeff Brown in the building preparing for his intellectual rant. What is the intellectual rant? Well, he gets 3 minutes to just bust off.
Have you seen the movie The Avengers? The scene where Captain America goes, okay, he's passing out the assignments in the middle of the street. Okay, I want you, Hawkeye over there.
Oh, yeah.
And he just look and go, and Hulk.
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah, Hulk
Just a
smash.
smash.
Jeff, smash.
Smash. I just go all over the place.
Here we go,
Okay.
Jeff.
Dogons, Baphomet, do the research. Here's the issue. And I'm going to say this to the smart motherfuckers to my left and right.
I ain't that nigga.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Zoe Williams is one of the smartest motherfuckers I've ever met. Y'all gonna have to understand that everybody ain't had the time or the motivation or the inclination to read all this shit that you two niggas have read. And I do believe you've read all this shit.
Yeah.
What we gonna need,
I don't believe none of what
we
I've
gonna
read.
need some of that bibliography type shit. Okay? I'm talking about this, and this, and I read it here. And I go so that we can go, so that people can stop. It's a little easier to stop motherfuckers from challenging your word, from wondering about your word, from disputing your word. When you go, I got these words, these thoughts from these words that were in that place. Now, until and unless you go read those words from that place, you can't fucking say shit to me. Once you tell me that, then I gotta go. But this coming up with
You
shit.
mean like Suleiman the Magnificent?
Yeah, I got it down. Saladin the Great.
No.
Yeah, Saladin and Suleiman.
And Suleiman. Those are books.
Suleiman
the Magnificent. Y'all
That's a
write
great
these
one.
books down. Go get them. And then go, wait a minute. Kev, I was with you up to page 68. It says that. And then you're on some bullshit.
There's a
Then
book
you
called The Ottoman Centuries that explains Suleiman.
Okay, I'm going to need you to give me that in about 2 minutes and 48
And
seconds.
then the Ottoman
Okay.
Empire was good,
Right.
too.
How about that?
Empire.
How about that? See, now we getting what we need. This other shit. Okay.
Yeah, you just taking time to shit on us.
Right,
You're
right.
supposed to make us look good. But cool.
To SZA, when she says that we can survive without men, I need you to define survive. Do you mean your concepts that you agree with amongst one another survive well without men? Well, yes. Well, yes. When you get into a niggas ain't shit session and ain't no niggas around to bat some of that emotional shit back, yes, you can survive. Can you satisfy yourselves emotionally and sexually without men? Yes, you can survive. Of course you can. But for how fucking long? Everything that I just said applies to your generation. That shit you talking about surviving without men, dies when your eggs do, SZA. That shit works until you're 50. What your daughter gonna do without a man? What grandkids you talking about? What great grandkids you talking about? What civilization are you talking about? Somebody, I'm telling you, we are necessary evils for one another. It's just that our shit has been pervasive, as in human male, and been in the hands of the human white male for the past couple thousand years. So yes, there is some bullshit, but we both carry bullshit. This concept that a man, SZA, has kept you down, not no black one. A black one might have left you. A black one might have beat your ass. A black one might have beat your mama's ass. That's him. As far as feminist issues, you don't have one issue with a black man, because a black man ain't kept you from doing shit. You like the jersey. You like the cheerleaders. You like the halftime show, the Gatorade, the cheering of the crowd. But you ain't read the manual about what it takes to be in that game on that team, have you? Love the game. Love the feminist game.
Yes,
love the sisters are doing it for themselves.
Yes,
love the burning bras. You love all of that.
The burning bras.
But you ain't read what all this take.
Yes.
Miss Black Feminist, do you know what it takes to be in the feminist movement? You got to run your man off in order to get money.
Yes, sir.
What the fuck does that have to do with you? Not a goddamn thing.
Preach.
Niggas love pep rallies.
Yes, preach.
Love pep rallies.
Yes.
Niggas love pep rallies.
Yes, sir.
Love symbolism. You know what? I'm rich. I'm doing good. You know why? Because it's a Mercedes in front of my house. But your house is around a bunch of other niggas' houses where somebody hungry.
Yes, sir.
So doesn't that negate your Mercedes? Doesn't it negate your Jordans
Yes,
if
sir.
you're walking them past groups of people that you know is hungry?
Yes, Pastor.
Are you? Who are you? Who really are you stunting on? You're not. You ain't stunting on nobody white.
Yes,
you can't stunt on nobody white. That's ridiculous.
Yes, Lord.
Black women are focused on the pendulum
Yes, sir.
without paying any attention at all to where they are in the clock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dear black women, this pendulum swing has nothing to do with you because that's not your part of the clock.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Your part of the clock is the wheels.
Indeed, Pastor.
You are the wheels in the clock. If you go, you know what?
Teach him, Lord.
I'm done progressing in a closed loop, and outside of that loop is black men. I'm done flourishing in corporate America and not turning around and taking my time to teach the brothers and sisters that I have been taught to look down on.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Till
yes,
you
sir.
doing that,
This is true.
you are way off base about your part in the pendulum swing. And all you are doing is helping a group of people swing a pendulum that don't give a fuck
Preach on.
about
preach on.
you.
Yes, sir.
These people that you are behind the pendulum in are swinging that pendulum to sweep your people separate from one another.
Oh, yeah.
Every time the pendulum swings left, it
Yes.
then sweep some niggas over there.
Sweep him up.
Sweep white, and then sweep
Sweep
some
'em up.
niggas over there.
Yes, sweep
and then
'em
you
up.
know what you get? You get a nice clean path
Yes, sir.
of separated, disconnected, disjointed niggas.
Yes.
That's what the pendulum is doing for you.
We need a dustpan.
You need a dustpan.
Yes, sir.
Fucking idiot. I'm done.
We need a dustpan, Lord.
Lord, we need a dustpan.
Okay. That's random.
There's niggas everywhere. There's nigga hair and nigga particles everywhere,
Some
Lord.
nigga particles. It looked like
we
a
need a
nigga grenade went off in there. How come, yes, black people, figure out the grenades that society throw that only disengage and disembowel and disconnect niggas. There are nigger grenades.
This was Pastor Jeffrey Bartholomew Hezekiah Brown from the visiting church of Sanctified, Unified, Fortified, Indemnified Blackness
I am
of Southeast Central Los Angeles, Pasadena.
I am the
South Central Los Angeles, Pasadena.
I am the bishop of the church known as the Greater New Mount. Them niggas right there.
The Greater Mountain of them new niggas.
This
Them niggas right
talented pastor, one of the most talented pastors we have in this time. Pastor Jeffrey Bartholomew Hezekiah Brown comes from a great lineage of niggas who speak that shit.
You bullshit. But Zoe, you know what the sad part is?
Yes, sir.
Is that me? I could take me, you, Kev. Timmy Tight Top is a deacon. He's a good deacon. He's a great deacon.
Deacon Tight Top
Deacon Tight
has
Top.
brought
You
in...
start your shit in this church, Deacon Tight Top. Deacon Tight Top ain't playing.
Deacon Tight Top has brought in a great deal of young women into this church.
Man.
They
Yeah,
come
man.
to see him flex his pecs
Yes.
through his tight ass suit.
And
His
I'm like,
nipple shows through his
that's right.
pocket square.
and just like, and unlike Noel Jones Church, where Noel Jones himself said these words: "I need you sisters to stop sitting on the front with no panties on." Because that's what they used to do. They would come to his church and sit in the front with no panties on and flash him. I would like to say to those sisters who,
Timmy Tight Top will be handing out communion
yes.
with his weed juice line up.
And on Wednesday evenings, Deacon Tight Top runs the yoni breaking class. So if you need your yoni broke, you come on in here. Timmy Tight Top got a little bed back
Yes,
in there.
indeed, this church.
I promise you, when that nigga with them 10,000 push-ups get through with, he gonna break a sweat on your yoni. If your yoni ain't broke, you got too many miles on it to begin with. Don't be bringing no high mileage yoni in here to the yoni class. You need to let that goddamn thing cool off and sit in some talc or some, what is that shit they make? It's alum to make it shrink. You need to sit in some
Alum root. Okay, cool. So we're back to the ZOWHAT show after Jeff's rant. And man, this is a current event show if you're just tuning in, and we just tear everything down with comedy and wisdom and logic, and sometimes the logic is grossly flawed, but it's fine. We try, But what's really dope about this show is we cover things that are happening right now in the world.
Right.
Last week, we saw a dying man win a case against Monsanto and receive $289 million.
that he ain't gonna spend.
Yep, that ain't.
Well, not only is he not going to spend it,
He
the
probably ain't
shit
gonna
is
get
even
it.
worse.
What?
They're saying most of the $289
Gonna
million
be taken
Went to
by
the
taxes.
lawyer?
is gobbled up by taxes and
Yeah,
fees.
Yep. You gonna get a bike and
You
a stick
won,
of
but you
gum.
didn't win, and you still about to die, nigga.
Right? You gonna get some spearmint gum and a 6-pack of Now-Laters, and that's about it.
It's good.
Yeah, the lawyer gets he's gonna get about 30% of that.
Right. And
Because he
then
took it pro bono.
right.
Well, no, you know what's
he-
interesting here? To me, this is what's most crazy. All the shit we love. Cheerios,
Yeah.
Lucky Charms,
Oh shit! Yeah, hit him with this.
Fruit Loops. All that shit got the same chemical,
Sugar mostly.
right? But all that shit got the same chemical from the Roundup shit is
Right.
in the cereal.
Yeah, if you have the corn. Yeah, if it's
Yeah.
made of corn.
Yeah.
You underdig? So, man, according to USA Today, oatmeal breakfast foods contain unsafe amounts of cancer-linked weed killer, report says. Right? This is according to the USA Today now. Yeah. A number of popular breakfast foods, including cereal, granola bars, and instant oats. And I fucking love granola bars and instant oats.
So why don't you get some oats and granola and make your own?
Hey. Listen here. You fucking food snob. You fucking elitist vegetable lover.
That's right.
This toothpaste has baking soda and peroxide in it. Well, guess what else has baking soda and peroxide in it? Baking soda and peroxide, motherfucker. Just use baking soda and peroxide.
But listen, as long as my teeth are white, I can handle a little cancer.
The way you said it, you know, that's how they said it.
I can deal with a little cancer.
Somebody has said it like that too. God damn.
Okay, a little cancer.
It's fine.
Right?
Always hurts, but it's fine.
It's fine. There he is.
A number of popular breakfast foods, including cereals, granola bars, and instant oats, were tested and found to obtain potentially dangerous amounts of cancer-linked, what is this shit?
Carcinogens.
Glyphosate.
What?
Glyphosate. Or glyphosate. Glyphosate.
They put that in, that's what they put
the
in
main
cereal.
ingredient in
like
weed. In the main ingredient in weed killer.
Sound like conversate.
That's okay, nigga. Okay. The Environmental Working Group, EWG, an environmental aid advocacy organization that conducted the study, said Wednesday that this ingredient found in all but 5 of the 29 oat-based foods were tested.
Damn.
Now, glyphosate, there it is, glyphosate, is the active ingredient in Monsanto's Roundup.
Wow.
It's in 29 different. And some of the shit I love, my nigga. Look,
you love it?
Here's the potentially dangerous to children right here. Here's the list. Back to Nature Classic Granola.
Man.
Quaker Simply Granola Oats, Honey, Raisin, and Almonds.
Oh, my God.
Nature Valley Granola Protein Oats and Honey.
This isn't on CNN? Wow.
Giant Instant Oatmeal Flavor. Quaker Dinosaur Eggs, Brown Sugar Instant Oatmeal.
Not on CBS? Wow.
Great Value or Original Instant Oatmeal. Oh, man.
All of that shit is on your vegetables if you don't buy organic vegetables. Most of the pesticide that's used on those are from Monsanto.
This ties back into our original story with Baphomet. Nigga, if you ain't the author of the story.
You ain't growing your own shit.
This CD-ROM again. This read only.
Right.
And for the food, it's eat only.
Right.
Bruh.
If you ain't put a seed in the ground, ever.
If it didn't come out your backyard?
If the shit didn't come off
you an example,
your windowsill.
Thank you.
To give you an example how ill it is, on CNN, Sanjay Gupta, he showed the pesticide thing. He had 2 things of strawberry sitting on the counter, and he said they both look the same, right? And so then he showed one. He's like, now the difference is that this is organic. This has no pesticides. And then he looked at the other one. He said this has been hit no less. You call it hits. Than 58 times with pesticides. So most produce gets hit a minimum of 58 times, 58
with
pesticide shots.
pesticide,
Yeah.
right.
So that's what you eating. 58 sprays minimum.
Right. Well,
of Monsanto pesticide.
Well, the thing I find, especially being an avid juicer, and it's a motherfucker, I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it, is, and I spoke on the rant about this last week. If you go to a really good store, go to a Vons, go to a Ralph's, or if in your area, listeners, go to a big chain where rich white folks shop. I dare you, if you got your little savings card, you ain't saving a nickel on shit that's good for you.
Nope.
All the
Foods? Oh my God.
You know that roped off section of produce? That's the only safe vegetables. The rest of this shit is some other shit. And I'm telling you this from personal experience with my juice and ass constantly. I go to one store that I'm not going to throw them under the bus. It's kind of like a Mexican store.
Is it in
Mexicans
Dina?
go. Yes. It's in Altadena.
Just tell me the street.
SK.
Oh,
Yeah, that's where I normally go. That's where I normally go to get
Yeah.
most of my vegetables. That's where I get my vegetables.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, man, I'm coming up. These vegetables are cheap. Nigga, I went to Vons and had a wild hair up my ass that night and said, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to buy the same vegetables.
You sure can.
I paid $65 for these vegetables, and I can't tell you how much better I felt.
Man.
Because this is the real shit.
Yep.
They're the same though.
okay. So
They buy the same stuff.
Okay, then explain
They
to me
don't
why
buy
it
the same
is.
stuff.
Yeah, they do.
So you think it's psychosomatic?
They can't buy the same stuff. You have this federally when you get that little USDA organic symbol on it,
We
you have to go
approve
through
this
so much
amount
paperwork to get that symbol. That
poison.
if you have it, you've
Right.
gone through the symbol.
So no, but
It's
he's
95%
Timmy Tight
organic.
Top don't ever say shit. So
He didn't say anything about organic. He said the food. If it has a 4 on the stamp, it's not organic. If
Right.
it has a 9, it's organic. There's 4 numbers on the product.
On
There's
the
5
stickers,
numbers.
Yes.
When it has to do with organic, you got 4 and 9. 9 is organic, 4 is not.
Okay.
So each store gets everything from the same shopping place.
Understood.
But they can still get organic stuff
Understood.
too.
You
and
cannot.
organic is a label
Yeah.
that the devil
Done put.
The devil.
done put on the food to make you feel better
Which word is you
about
gonna say?
eating
Yeah. Which one of these
what
words?
the devil said was okay to eat.
All right.
So really,
Let me explain.
the devil asking you
Let me
to
explain.
trust him.
Let me explain.
And he's right, because the word organic, it didn't exist 20 years ago.
Let's just call it organic. They'll feel better about eating it.
No, here's another. George Clinton. George Carlin said it. He said, "You're being fucked with the word all natural."
Yeah.
He said, "Natural. Do you know that cyanide is natural?
Yeah.
It came from here, from Earth. All this shit, none of this shit is beamed in from Zoltan. It's all from here. It's what you motherfuckers are doing with it. And I'm not saying.
Can we
that-
just be honest?
Yeah.
You're living too long.
Right.
We gotta kill you.
Exactly.
We
We got to kill niggas.
Got to
We got
kill
to
you,
kill you.
niggas.
We got to kill people. Nobody's really special.
Right. We got a bunch of
So
eaters,
just think about it.
a bunch of breeders.
We control what you think is knowledge. Right?
We control what you think
we're gonna give
is
you
knowledge.
We're gonna give you diet knowledge that it's artificial knowledge.
Right.
It
GMO.
mimics the food you eat.
Right.
The knowledge and the food
Are
is
the
of the
same.
same quality.
Yep. The lower
The
drop
the
your
food
shit.
is killing your body. The knowledge is killing your mind. You under dig?
Yes, yes.
There's no way I'm going to give you real food or real knowledge.
No.
Why? Because that threatens my position as your governor, as your ruler.
Right. If you're in a high vibration, you won't be able to accept the bullshit that I'm putting out.
Right.
What the fuck?
But just so because 20 years ago they didn't have organic is because they introduced GMO about 20 something. Dan Quayle, bitch ass. Then he introduced GMO 20 something years ago, and then that's why they had to come out with the organic label. That anything with organic label is about 95%. Well, it has 95% less pesticide, or it's 95% pesticide free.
So I'm going to go back again. You know why they want to kill niggas? Because Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jackson, Krishnamurti, Malcolm X. These are once in a lifetime beings that come through this motherfucker. The rest of you motherfuckers are curb sweepers.
Right.
Right. That we
Right.
don't have curbs anymore
It's just
for.
not enough curbs
Not
for
enough
the curb
curbs.
sweepers. You're not pushing yourself to be great.
Nope.
You got your hand out asking a sick society governed by the devil to give you a chance.
Right.
Shit.
There's this dude on YouTube. He
Feed
proved-
this nigga some glyphosate.
He proved they put some type of they put some type of magnetic metal in your cornflakes. And way he did it, he took cornflakes out of the bag, he opened the box, he poured them on the table, and then he smashed it, and then he took the magnet, as you saw, and he moved it towards the cornflakes, and the cornflakes said,
Get the fuck out of
cornflakes
here.
said, shoot. It sucked right onto the magnet. He was like, see, this is what you are eating. They put that shit in your cornflakes.
So again, let me just say this.
I'm gonna send you the video.
Hold on. Let me say this really quickly for the listening audience. The name of the article is online, USA Today. Oatmeal breakfast foods contain unsafe amounts of cancer-linked weed killer, report says. All right? Go online, look up the story. They have a list, right? Listen to this list.
Yep.
Potentially dangerous to children list. Then under that list, there's another list that says contains safe amounts of the same chemical in Roundup.
Safe amounts.
It's just the whole concept.
Safe amounts.
Safe amounts.
These niggas are hilarious.
Okay? Safe amounts of it.
Safe amounts. You won't die today.
Right?
You won't die tomorrow.
Listen to this. Under the contained safe amounts of the shit that's in Roundup, you have Whole Foods bulk bin conventional rolled oats. This is from Whole Foods, bougie specialty store. I'm spending the extra $35 that I'm gonna spend on groceries anyway, the extra $100 because I'm safe here. No, you're a commoner in your mind.
Right.
You just have a little bit more money. We still want to kill you too. We've got to kill you. You're living too long.
Yes.
Fuck, you're ruining the daffodils with your farts.
The daffodils.
You're breathing. Do you know the elites are looking around like, they're breathing. Fuck. They're ruining it all. Bill Gates. What's my man, Ted Turner?
Yep. Agenda 21 is real, y'all.
These niggas want you up out of here.
Y'all getting
You
out.
have outlived your,
Y'all are bouncing.
America has outlived its usefulness as a construct.
Population.
And niggas have outlived their usefulness as consumers, as workers, as animals, as cows.
The plan is to make the world smaller with this one world government.
Yes.
Shit. And so they have to kill off a gang of you motherfuckers in order to control it better.
Now, when they say kill off, just understand what they mean. There's 7 billion people here.
Right.
They're going on 8.
Right.
And in the next decade, it's going to be at 9.
Damn, in 10 years?
Yeah.
In India and China? Yeah, man.
So what they're
Slow this
basically
fucking
saying,
down.
what they're basically saying is, look, we want to get it down to 500,000 people. That's 98% of the population. You got niggas running around, don't even know their motherfucking purpose, and they've achieved a lot.
Right.
You don't even know your purpose, and you got papers hanging on the wall.
Right.
I just don't know who I am. Well, guess what, nigga? Drink this cyanide orange juice.
Right, nigga.
Right.
Anthrax orange juice, nigga.
You fucking shits.
Orange thrax.
Orange thrax. Orange thrax, nigga. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, the ZOWHAT Morning Show is off the rails. This is what we do. I have another story reported by abcnews.go.com. Report: Pennsylvania priests molested over 1,000 children.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, sure.
Well, back to Baphomet. If you dastardly, dirty motherfuckers can put the 10 Commandments up, we should be able to put up a winged goat, a statue, to represent our God. fucking Lord Grazer,
Lord Grazer,
Lord Chew the Cud, Lord Cloven Tapfoot. Cloven Tapfoot is our God.
Oh shit!
The fuck is going?
Lord Grazer.
Again.
Lord Grazer.
Lord Grazer.
Lord Grazer.
I am Lord Grazer.
Grazing the pasture.
Would you bring us salvation, Lord Grazer? Save us from those in the red robes with hard cocks. They search us out. They seek us. They want our bungholes.
I understand that. If you are to follow my words and you are to follow my tenets, I can promise you that out of 100, only 46 of you will be exposed to ass trauma.
I mean, listen. If salvation...
Take it in the cornhole.
If salvation doesn't protect...
Here, bite this stick.
Your sphincter. If your sphincter is still exposed after
ass.
communion...
Yes.
Nah, dude.
I'm still going to go up in your schvink.
I mean...
I'm going to hit your pink meat with some ding-ding.
Stink holes are holy.
That's right. I'm going to mix up your whole food.
You niggas.
What is going on in the world, man?
And then the Pope came out like yesterday and was like, "Oh, sorry."
So let's hear it. Let's hear it. Hundreds of Roman Catholic priests.
When I get done, none of your farts will ever make sound again.
Your ass will whistle. Whistle bottoms. So let me read the story. Right. Shit.
You'll never take a shit. You'll never take a shit again. Your shits will take you.
Oh my god.
Shits will take you.
You'll be wallless. Just.
Nigga said Wallace.
Okay.
Oh shit, nigga.
Let me read this, man.
You get quick cracking jokes there, nigga.
Hundreds of Roman Catholic priests in Pennsylvania molested more than 1,000 children, possibly many more, since the 1940s. Senior church officials, including a man who is now the Archbishop of Washington, D.C., systematically covered up the abuse, according to a grand jury report released on Tuesday. Now, this article came out August 14th, 2018. The real number of abused children might be in the thousands, since some secret church records were lost and the victims were afraid to come forward, the grand jury said. Priests were raping little boys and girls, and the men of God, God's gang, God gang.
God gang, fool.
GG, baby.
Hey, GG, nigga.
God gang, nigga.
Hey, this GG, nigga.
GG, nigga.
Check yourself, fool. Run them songs.
Yeah, they did. Pull up your motherfucking robe, my nigga. Pull up your robe, nigga.
No, you didn't.
You better tuck your robe when you see me, nigga.
Pull up your robe, nigga. We finna oil that shit down, my nigga. Bring that motherfucking holy oil over here, nigga.
This motherfucking Johnson & Johnson's, nigga.
I'm about, hey, nigga.
Baby oil, nigga.
I'm about to make your motherfucking booty hole, nigga, a messiah, nigga. I'm finna anoint it.
Oh, nigga.
I'm finna anoint that ass, yes.
Anoint your...
This God gang, nigga.
That's right, nigga.
Word up, GG, nigga.
That's right. So when I tell you bring me the anointed one, you know what I'm talking about, right? Talking about that thing you sit on.
And they just systematic hiding, right? Systematic hiding.
Man.
They hid it all. Attorney General Josh Shapiro said at a news conference in Harrisburg, man.
We're making children take it in the booty.
So here's the thing.
If they had been in one nigga, that's if it was one nigga up in there.
We're fucking children in the asshole. They need to be honest in them.
Booty hole is holy.
Why does the sanctuary smell like ass on Wednesdays?
It's not Ash Wednesday. It's Ass Wednesday. The sacred sound of booty fart.
You are going to take it in the shitter.
So,
Oh my God, man.
so again, where do you go when you don't write the narrative? You don't have a
Somewhere where
spiritual,
they're fucking children.
right? So you don't have a spiritual narrative. Spiritual narrative is controlled by somebody else. Oh, you mean I have to go to the vicar of Christ in order to be forgiven? Oh, wait a minute. We have to pay. Oh, yeah.
That's right. I need airplane gas.
You do know you have to pay for certain prayers. What is the shit called? I forgot the name. We mentioned it before.
Hustling?
But you can pray.
No, it is. No, he's right.
Yeah,
I forgot the name of it.
I forgot the term, man, because I didn't forgot more than a lot of niggas have ever learned. But listen, you have to pay for certain.
Right.
Forgive me for this. Forgive me for that. Really, through you, someone with man mud on your shaft.
Man mud. Niggas just say man mud. Man mud, nigga.
You know what? That's gonna be a gay, because you know, I'm telling you, y'all bullshitting. I give it less than 5 years. There will be a new
Penance.
class of music, and it's gonna be called gay contemporary. Watch. Or something along those lines.
but see-
Alternative contemporary, and where you gonna get the little songs.
But see, this is my whole point.
I'm
all
gonna
this
get
shit.
in your man mud. I'm gonna get all in your man mud. I'm getting all in your asshole. I'm gonna ride by my house in your truck, and me and you, Steve, we're gonna butt fuck. I'm gonna come and get your man hole. Watch. It's gonna be in gay contemporary. Watch. I'm just saying. Just saying. Watch.
I'm gonna get in your man mud.
Where's the banjo, y'all? Where's the banjo?
Oh, shit. So again, where are we? Shit. You can't worship the devil. You can't worship God.
Right.
All this bullshit is... You can't eat no good food.
Man.
No. That's where we've come.
Ladies can't... You don't need no man.
Right.
The world.
What the
they're
The
fuck?
world
They're
is
fucking this shit
in
up.
chaos
Yeah,
right
fucking
now.
this shit up.
Yes.
It's in chaos.
Planned chaos.
Organized chaos. What's going on? You just won't turn your phone
He
off.
won't turn his phone off.
This
He
shit
has
didn't happen
no
like 8
concept. You do know.
You don't get
that
your
there's a
license plate watch.
volume adjustment on the side. We're not telling you.
Did you just
the
say
Bible
license
say,
plate
make
watch?
not your pleasures less. We're not telling you that you can't fuck with your phone. We telling you that we all got phones and we all fucking with our phones, but we can't hit nobody but your phone, and that's because you.
That was my watch one time, man. Damn.
One time. That was the one time. Okay.
I'm just, but to go
Do they have a
back,
CAT scan machine here?
but look, to go back to the point, right? To get back on topic, because people don't know what's going on. Listen to us right now. It's a current event show. We're just covering the events that are happening in the
Nigga,
world.
we ain't making this up.
This is not being made up. Thousands of kids molested by the men who represent God.
God. So God wants you to take it in the ass?
You know God, and God wouldn't intervene. Like, no. Your swipe isn't supposed to go into the baby's
Exactly.
butt canal.
Where is God when I'm being raped?
Divine
in
intervention,
church?
right? Like, let me just show up. No.
Ooh, where is God when I'm being raped in the back of the church?
Wow.
Where is he?
Or when I'm being
He's in your butt.
what do they
God
say?
is in your ass.
They say that, you know, these pedophiles are groomers. Where's God when the pedophile priest is grooming? You know, Jimmy, you still haven't outgrown your baby hair.
Right.
Oh, damn.
You know, I have a special sanctified baby hair brush that was Pope Pius 47th's
Right.
Pope Pius.
It's a sanctified piece. I'd like to show it to you sometimes.
It has the S hairs of David in it.
Right. They even said Jesus himself parted his hair with it. What the fuck?
That's some bullshit.
We just live in this world, so I'm saying, what do we do?
You do know when the Bible said Moses parted the Red Sea, what it really meant was Red Cecil. You know, it's a gentleman named Cecil who Moses parted.
Oh, God.
Caucasians try to keep their dirt on the low, man.
Oh, of
on
course.
the lowest of the low.
Well, and here's another story. Let's just transition the fuck out of there, which is crazy. Man caught on tape screaming at airports.
I was just
police.
thinking that.
Oh,
Can I read it? Can I read it? Can I read it?
Yes, read that shit.
Man caught on tape
Read that
screaming
shit. Read that shit.
at airport police for treating me like a fucking black person.
Do I look like a porch monkey to you?
You guys have got to see that video. That shit is fun.
Do I look like Shaquan?
Right.
Darnell,
I'm a fucking
is my
doctor.
name Darnell.
For God's sake, do I look like my name's Dontavion?
Dontavion.
Okay. Did I come in here with a frumpy white woman arguing over Black and Miles? No, I did not.
Wow.
Man.
The last few months have been lousy with viral videos of white people antagonizing minorities. We've seen white people calling the cops on black people for simply existing.
How about it?
Police doing nothing while white strangers accost black or brown people. And of course, heard stories that aren't on video. But now we have a new twist to add. White people protesting police brutality because they aren't black. You are not.
Wait a second.
You're treating me like a fucking black person.
You're treating me
Let's
like
make
a
America
nigger.
great again.
He
Back
said-
when you just beat niggers only. What are you doing? No.
On Thursday, a man named Jeffrey, this your brother? Jeffrey Epstein became loud and unruly in an Orlando airport, and police quickly arrived to quell the disturbance. When the passenger refused to calm down, the police physically detained him, forcing him to the ground as he screamed, "You're being rough with me. You're treating me like a black person."
A fucking black person, what he said. Like a fucking black person.
You treat the guy who pays your fucking salary like the white man I am.
God
Do you
damn it.
understand?
God damn it.
My grandfather was a police officer, and so is my brother-in-law, and we won't stand for any of it.
So is my brother-in-law.
Oh, shit.
You're disrespecting your badge
That's
and your fucking position in society. You don't treat people. I know the mayor. You don't treat white men
I know the mayor.
the way you treat these lowland monkeys.
That's it.
Okay?
That's where they at.
Man.
Even Joseph Smith said they had tails. So you know I don't have a tail. Okay? You pull me to the side.
Come on.
You take me in a back room and we talk mano a mano.
We talk it
You
out.
understand?
Man, did you see him asking for help from all the other people around? That shit was hilarious. He was begging for help.
Help!
Like,
Someone
do
help
you
me.
See what, do you see
They don't
this?
recognize my skin color. Help me.
The very definition of white privilege.
Yes.
Literally. The
Yes.
very definition. You think that you're supposed to be treated different. And then his white privilege did kick in, because if you actually see how they took him down, if that was a brother, that nigga would have been
they
dead.
shot
Oh,
him.
they would have
been
beat his
dead.
ass.
No, they
That nigga done been
explained,
dead.
we're gonna tase you.
Right.
We're gonna.
Oh, he'd have been dead.
They
Straight
would
up.
beat his ass. Ass beaten come with police arrests for
When
niggas.
you see the lights, them lights, those are lights. We used to know when we saw the cops coming that the sirens was the pre-fight show. That's that's all the fanfare before a boxing match in Vegas because it's going
Fucking,
down.
you treated me like a nigger.
Fucking black person.
God, I don't have any weed on me or anything. I can't believe this is what niggers go through every day.
No, I can believe niggers grow through it. I just never thought it would happen.
It's so
I'm not
funny.
supposed to experience nigger life.
And that's what he really thought, though.
I don't drive a
That's
nigger
the
car.
actual
I don't
thought
pay
he had.
nigger taxes. I mean, my niece, she's fucking him, but that's another thing. We're trying to get her off of that.
I heard
I don't know how well that's going to go because she came in walking, her knees were shaking. I knew it was over. She was going to start giving
heard-
Latravion her car.
I heard nigger dick was worse than heroin.
Yeah.
BBC.
BBC.
Yes. At least heroin won't give you half nigger babies. If that nigger dick, it just puts a hook in our family tree that we can't get out.
Okay, listen. I know. This show is unruly. I try to rein them in. They're just disrespectful. But it's fine. This was a great show, man. We cover current events, So What mornings. I loved it. But I hope you guys got a baseline of what we were trying to talk about.
That's right.
And that baseline is, if you're not the author of your own narrative,
You're eating a bowl of man mud.
you're subject
A bowl of man mud.
to the control of other people, man.
A bowl.
You're subject to the control of other people.
Yes, indeed.
Whether it's food. Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing that to us. Well, they're doing it to you.
Right.
They are.
And you're allowing it.
Begging for it.
Begging for it.
Oh, that's what the next move is. We're gonna beg you to take Trump. Please come get Trump. Okay,
All right,
we'll
listen,
come get
Jeff. It's 55. I got to go. We love you guys. Tune in.